Going on YouTube? I hope everyone is safe in the midst of this corona outbreak. With that being said, I know a couple of y'all looking real rough and you're like, damn, I don't really know how to cut my hair. I got you. So this is going to be a self haircut tutorial. I'm going to show y'all how to taper up the sides and whatnot, line yourself up, and hopefully this will help some, if not all of you guys out there. Alright guys, so into the cut. The first thing you want to do is you want to brush the hair down. You want to take your lineup clippers, whatever clippers you use to line yourself up, and you want to make a bald guideline. The third step is you want to take your fade clippers, you want to open the lever up all the way, and you want to set a guideline about an inch above the guideline that you just set. The next step is with your fade clippers, you want to put the lever about halfway open, and then you want to start to fade out that bottom line to the very bottom line that we set in with the bald guideline. The next step is you want to actually cut down the rest of the hair to desired length. So what I did is I went in with my one guard closed, or you could also go with the zero guard open, all the way open. And with the grain, I just cut down the rest of the hair on the side. Once that was finished, with my zero guard closed, I'm going to take out the middle line. So then I just fade the middle line in the same steps, in the same way that I faded out the very bottom line. Once you feel like you took out the line as much as you could possibly do, you want to close the lever all the way, and then you want to continue to try to fade out that line. Now it's very important that you take nice, like loose, soft strokes when you are trying to take out this bottom guideline, because otherwise you're going to set in another guideline. So you want to try to fade it out like I'm doing. So kind of in a flick type motion, take out that guideline. The next and final step for the fade is just detail work. Detail work is very important because it ensures that the fade looks as good as possible. A lot of times there'll be like dark spots in certain areas, so what you can do is you can slap on a bigger guard and just go through those areas and try to like get those spots out. This requires some practice and some finesse, so if you're not really comfortable doing it, then it's fine. You can just stop with what I did, or you can just stop where I stopped. And honestly, the fade is fine, but if you want to take the fade to the next level, or once you get some more practice, it's good to try and do some detail work. The next step is the lineup. So with the lineup, what you want to do is you want to take your zero guard, you want to open it all the way up, and then you simply want to go in with the grain and cut the front hairs of your lineup. We do this so that way when we try to line up the hair, it doesn't run away from us and it like cuts more cleanly, especially with coarse hair. So when I do my lineup, I like to start in the middle of my like line and then work my way up to the highest point of my line. So in this case, it's the corner of my lineup is like the highest point or where like the hair doesn't grow. So I'm just gonna slowly but surely work my way from the middle to the outer or the corner part. Now it's very important that you take your time. There's no reason to rush, and it's also very important that you don't cut off too much hair at one time, because you can always cut more hair but you can't put more back on. So this initial guideline that I set was kind of just like a guideline. I'm going to go a little bit higher and even it out more. It's just a preliminary measure for the cut. Next, when you do the little box or the 90-degree angle, you want to make it just like that, a 90-degree angle. Not everyone has like a nice 90-degree box angle. So just line it up where you can. Don't push yourself back trying to get a 90-degree angle, because you're just going to keep pushing yourself back and it's going to get worse and worse. That's also why you're cutting yourself kind of hard to see what you're doing. So don't be discouraged if at first you feel like you're not really making any progress. Like I said, just take it slow and steady and eventually it'll work. Next, with the beard, I like to keep it pretty natural and pretty high with the line. So I line it up just in the same way that I lined up my front lineup. That is to say, at sometimes it is hard to see what you're doing or how you're doing it just because the clipper is in the way, but you just got to work through that and line it up. If you notice, my beard is also faded. This is because I faded the beard. I just did the same steps I did on my taper, but in reverse downwards. I can do a separate video on that if that is confusing. personally, I just go with the one guard open, not the one guard open, the one guard closed or the zero guard open. I take down some hair on my mustache and then I line that up. And that is basically the cut. If you guys liked the video or the self haircut tutorial thingy majig, make sure to like and subscribe, share the video, and I hope everyone stays safe in the midst of this corona outbreak. Alright, love y'all. Bye.